Hey everyone, my name is DPadGamer, and do you remember that video I did on Easter eggs in Banjo-Kazooie? Well, it only seems right that I cover the sequel, so let's do that. Last time I explained the mysterious system called Stop and Swap, so I'll spare you the explanation this time and just jump right into it. I do have to say though that I'm playing on the Xbox Live Arcade version, and because of that, the following items are only available if you already collected them in Banjo-Kazooie. Remember that ice key from last time? Well, in this game, it unlocks a large ice vault which holds something called a Mega Globo. The Mega Globo can be used in Humba Wumba's Wigwam at the entrance of Witchy World to transform Kazooie into a dragon. Man, that sentence was a mouthful. This is a super cool transformation. It doesn't wear off when you go to different worlds, she sounds and looks different, and best of all, you get unlimited fire eggs and an amazing fire breath attack. Next up, let's go ahead and collect some eggs. In Spiral Mountain, grenade the broken wall, fly in, and bust open the game pack for the bronze egg. Next, fly over to the top of the waterfall and head inside. The game pack found here contains the silver egg. Finally, go to the cave near the Jinjo village. Originally this was where the ice key was, but now it's home to the golden egg. Make your way over to Heggy's house, which can be found across the way from Mayhem Temple. She'll be kind enough to hatch all the eggs, and here's what you get. First up is an ability called Breagle Bash, a slow yet strong attack that looks hilarious. Homing eggs, which can be activated using a cheat. A gamer pick and an Xbox 360 theme, both of which are pretty lame because as far as I understand, if you're playing this on the Rare Replay version on Xbox One, you can't even use those two things, which is really stupid. Something called Stop and Swap 2, which unlocks extra parts in the DLC of Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. The last thing you get from hatching the eggs is the ability to play as a Jinjo in Banjo-Tooie's multiplayer, which, by the way, there's Banjo-Tooie multiplayer. To be honest, I don't have a second controller, or friends, so I don't have any footage of this. I can, however, give you a fairly accurate recreation of what it looks like to play as a Jinjo. Here you go.
Jinjo.
Let's move on. This game has cheats, and in this game, if you want to enter cheats, you have to go to the code room wall in Mayhem Temple. After a correct code has been entered, it will be saved on the code list on the right side of the room. From there, each code may be toggled on or off. All of these cheat codes are permanent when toggled on. All cheats require Cheeto before the desired cheat code, and the code itself to be entered backwards. For example, eggs would become Cheeto SGGE. When inputting each code, Cheeto will light up, but there will be no feedback for the rest of the letters. By the way, if you look at the top there, the top 4 letters spell arse backwards. Just like with the last game, Banjo-Tooie has plenty of references to be found. In Bottle's house, Bottle's daughter, named Goggles, is playing with a Donkey Kong doll. In her room is a poster of Juno from Jet Force Gemini. In the other room, Bottle's son Specky wears a hat similar to Ash's hat from Pokemon, except the L is upside down. Also in his room is a poster of Vila from Jet Force Gemini. Remember that picture of Captain Black Eye from the last video? Well, he makes an appearance in this game in Jolly Roger's Lagoon and Jolly's Inn, referencing Project Dream, saying, "Arr, I had a dream once. I was in this fine game. And a bear stole me glory. Looked a bit like you, he did." I'm sorry for that voice. In that same room is a picture of Treasure Trove Cove, a picture of the Pink Mystery Egg, and a picture of Shark Food Island. Across the way, inside Pano's Emporium, lies a box with the initials BK on it. It's a box with Banjo-Kazooie game packs, I can only assume. There's also a picture of Gruntilda the Witch slanted against the wall, and a Gruntilda doll which was the 3rd place prize for Gruntilda's Furnace Fun in the first game. Classic Rare, putting their prized items in the game's only pawn shop. Go outside and into the water. Inside the UFO, Kazooie asks the aliens if any of them are named Elvis. This is referring to an alien from Perfect Dark. When they say they need help, Kazooie asks if they need to phone home. This is of course a well-known line from E.T. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get footage of this conversation. What I was able to do is show you that if you float in the water and set your controller down, the motion of the waves will slowly move towards the wall. Cool. In Grunty Industries, there's a fridge with the logos of Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie, Perfect Dark, Jet Force Gemini, and Donkey Kong on it. The DK was changed to BK in the Xbox Live Arcade version of this game. Also, do you see that mirror? It actually works. That's pretty much an Easter egg itself. Looks nice. In the same building, go up a floor and you'll find some crates labeled defective goods shipped to Twycross, England. We already know that Twycross is where Rare is located. I can only assume that crate holds copies of Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. Boggy and his family return in Hailfire Peaks, living in an igloo on the icy side. Inside the igloo, you can hear the song from Freeze Easy Peak. In the kid's bedroom, there's a picture on the wall of the snowman from Freeze Easy Peak and a picture of Boggy's old igloo from the same level. One of the beds has a blanket with the image of Banjo-Kazooie on it. Outside the igloo, Saberman of the Saberwolf video game can be found. There are 2 ice cubes, George Ice Cube and Mildred Ice Cube, who appear in Cloud Cuckoo Land and Hellfire Peaks respectively. Both names are a reference to the 1970s British sitcom Man About the House. In Cloud Cuckoo Land's central cave, there is a safe named Superstash, who guards Jiggy. His combination is 1984, which he describes is a rare date. Rare was founded in 1984. If you head outside and fly it over to the floating trash can, you'll find a milk carton inside with an image of Tootie that says she's missing. She, of course, has not been seen since Banjo-Kazooie, so we can only assume this is true. On the TV in Boggy's Igloo, Mr. Pants, Rare's mascot, can be seen. Mr. Pants can also be found as a constellation in Witchy World in the Dodgem Dome lobby by looking out of the window. Lastly, in Grunty Industries, there are boxes that can be found which have big O pants on the side, another nod to Mr. Pants. There we go, the video is done and now it's time for me to shamelessly promote myself. If you enjoyed the video, it'd help me out a lot if you could go ahead and leave a rating. If you're interested in seeing more videos from me, feel free to subscribe. Lastly, if you're interested in watching more videos like this one, follow the on-screen annotations to either my Banjo-Kazooie Easter eggs video, or my video on the top 5 Easter eggs in Spore. If neither of those interest you, check out my E3 trailer breakdown for Yooka-Laylee, the upcoming platformer being made by former Rare developers. Thanks for watching and have a great day.